What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering with maybe the most bizarre story I've come across in a very long time. One of the most crazy twists in, I don't know, maybe history? Probably not history. But you guys all remember that blob, Billie Eilish, who I couldn't name one of her or his songs. I don't really even know. I mean, how can anyone know these days? Went on the stage a few weeks ago and said that nobody's illegal on stolen land. And everybody in the crowd was like, so stunning, much brave. So stunning, much brave. What would cause you to say something both so stunning and so brave? Look at me. That's such a great thing. Not only did they all abandon her, everybody completely abandoned her. She has been getting ruthlessly dragged over the past several weeks. And yesterday, she called ICE on somebody and got them deported.
If you like the soothing sounds of melancholic whimpering, gentle sighs, and softly whispered teenage angst after 20, then you'll love this. Now, for the first time ever, comes the boldest compilation of modern contradictions. Introducing the brand new Time Life 2 CD set from Billie Eilish, My Stolen Land Isn't Stolen Because I'm a Democrat, Volumes 1 and 2, featuring 36 unforgettable tracks like I Bought a Mansion on Moral High Ground, Colonialism But Cozy, and alluring hits like Get Off My Grass.
Get off my grass.
But let's not forget other jams like Tell the Indians I'll See Them in Court,
Tell the Indians I'll see them in court.
Please Get Out of My Driveway.
Please get out of my driveway.
You Can Be a Hypocrite Like Me.
You can be a hypocrite like me.
And of course, the chart topper, My Stolen Land Isn't Stolen Because I'm a Democrat.
My stolen land isn't stolen. I voted blue.
2 discs, over 2 hours of deep thoughts, soft vocals, and premium irony. Call now when you also receive this bonus Ice Out button absolutely free. Supplies are limited, so don't wait. Call 866-347-2423 or visit timelight.com/stolenland and order today.
I'm a Democrat, it's fine.
Her big protest against ICE. Now she's a big ICE fan. We always say this about, these leftist women that are like, and men, by the way, who are like, defund the police, man, defund the police. Who do they call the second they hear a bump in the night, right? This is the wildest turn. By the way, if you're looking for our gaming news, I have moved it over to Unsleeved Media. I've got a new gaming video coming out today talking about the most expensive card ever sold by perhaps one of the biggest scumbags ever in gaming. So Unsleeved Media will be linked in the description down below. Give it a subscribe. And if you're still interested in gaming news, if not, that's cool. Australian activist says Billie Eilish got him deported for his LA mansion stunt after singer's ICE rant. An influencer and described, quote, performance artist claims Billie Eilish got him deported from the United States after he made fun of her Grammy Awards stolen land speech and tried to crowdfund in an effort to move into her $3 million LA mansion. Billie Eilish got me deported from the U.S. I think her legal team contacted the Department of Homeland Security. Australian activist Drew Pavlou posted on X. He was detained for 30 hours at LAX immigration, trying to explain how his jokes were just jokes and that he didn't actually plan to personally move into her mansion. So the guy lands. We're not looking for, missing kids or, anything like that. We're not trying to solve crimes in LA or, the thousands or tens of thousands of unsolved murders. We are mostly interested in a grossly overweight blob flavor of the week pop singer who, again, I couldn't name a single song that this individual has ever sang or rapped or whatever. I don't really know. She looks like a homeless person to me. That's what they're most concerned with. It's just like every time they host these events in LA and they scuttle all the homelesses out. They're bringing in Xi Jinping from China and they're like, whoa, yeah, LA doesn't have any homeless. There's no Skid Row. That's all capitalist propaganda. The California Post reached out to the Department of Homeland Security to verify a story, and they refused to comment. Attempts to reach Eilish's reps were also unsuccessful. The wild episode stems from Eilish's polarizing acceptance speech. We've got more video too and more information on this. With a 24-year-old wildflower singer declared no one is illegal on stolen land and dropped an uncensored F-Ice on live television while accepting us for Song of the Year. Again, I never heard of it. Honestly, most of the agents were nice and laughed at the idea, but there was nothing I could do. Maybe the evil leftists are still in charge of the sections of bureaucracy. I guess some people are in fact actually illegal on stolen land, and I guess I am a bad guy, Pavlu joked on X, referencing one of the singer's biggest hits. Never heard of that either. Later Sunday, he posted an update with a screenshot of his deportation paperwork. Her lawyers seem to have actually compiled a dossier on me because the agents were asking about my entire history of an activist opposed to the Chinese government, whether I had ever plotted to take out Chinese Communist Party officials. It was legitimately insane. So you've got DHS paperwork with his picture. I mean, this is crazy. It all started with this, exciting news. I've decided to move into Billie Eilish's $6 million Malibu beachfront mansion because no human being is illegal on stolen land. Thank you, Billie, for your generosity. Her brother and music partner, Phineas O'Connell, who stood beside Eilish as she accepted her Grammy, reportedly sold his beach house on the sands of Malibu for $5.7 million in 2022. Eilish, who Forbes estimated has a net worth of $53 million, purchased a $2.3 million horse ranch in Glendale when she was just 17 years old. That home previously belonged to British singer Don't Care. It's unclear what other properties she owns. The singer's remarks prompted a number of hilarious outraged comments and stunts. This woman is a blithering idiot. Of course she really means it. Then she'll happily hand over her multi-million-dollar Malibu beachfront home to illegal immigrants, wrote British journalist Julia Hartley-Brewer on X, which of course she won't because it's all celebrity posturing. Any white person who does this in public, who does a public stolen land acknowledgement, should immediately give his or her land to Native Americans, otherwise they don't mean it, charged U.S. Senator Mike Lee on his personal account. Now remember, there is a Indian tribe that famously has some sort of stake, some sort of claim. They've been grifting off of this for years where people in LA need to give them money because LA is stolen land or something like that. I don't really know, but it is absolutely hilarious. And if you look at some of these posts, right? Billie Eilish got me deported from the U.S. I spent 30 hours in custody at LAX simply trying to explain to the agents that my jokes about moving into her mansion were just a joke. Her lawyers actually compiled a dossier. I suffered for my art as an online joker. I've been victimized and martyred by Billie Eilish. I mean, what? Pavlu, a martyr, that's who I am. Billie Eilish martyred me. Respect for flying in seat 76C with us commoners. Oh, is he? Oh, he was in seat 76C. Didn't even take a first class ticket. Stop lying for attention. You were detained for not having the correct visa. What? That's not what it looks like. It looks like Department of Homeland Security had a whole dossier on him. Now, maybe he was detained for that reason, but why did they keep him there for 2 days? They kept him in custody for 2 days. Let me get this straight. Billie Eilish claims no one is illegal on stolen land, but then calls police to have Drew Pavlu deported over jokes about visiting her home. You cannot make this up. I mean, the thing is the whole thing is wild. What? Let this innocent Australian man go free. No one is illegal on stolen land, Billie. The people on the left are like, well, he's trying to break into our house. No, he wasn't. He was never going to break into the house. Billie Eilish didn't actually think that he was going to do that either. I spent 30 hours trying to explain my jokes were a joke. I'm just a bad guy, he wrote. Seems like he was a good sport and the agents were friendly. Ironic that his haters are happy that the U.S. exercises deportation ability. Well, of course. I mean, of course. Remember, this is what,
No one is illegal on stolen land.
They told this broad, by the way, they told her ahead of time that they were going to cut to her. That's why she was perfectly ready for that camera cut. Everyone in here, by the way, not a single one of them gave up their land for anything. Not a single one of them, is going to give up their multi-million-dollar mansions in the Hollywood Hills to agree with it. But they are going to applaud. They definitely, again, the only way you could get into this event was with a ticket, passing through multiple levels of security. They moved all the homelesses out away from the buildings so the rich, it's literally like Hunger Games. So the rich wouldn't have to the rich wouldn't have to be to have their vibe, their mellow harshed by seeing homeless people. They move all them out. They put them up in like hotels or little dog houses or whatever they do. They put them up so they don't have to see them. And again, it says, Drew is not deported. He was denied entry. As Drew himself acknowledges, community note is wrong. Customs officials told me I was denied entry because of the Billie Eilish posts. Performance art update. Billie Eilish got me deported. Now, we could argue with, well, is the term deported the right specific? I don't know, but it sure seems like Billie Eilish, whose middle name is Pirate, I believe, that Billie Eilish was awfully concerned with who might and who might not have access to her home. The same way any normal American would. I just think it's pretty funny.
Hello guys, I'm at the Victorian Socialist Office. They actually support squatting. They support people getting inside buildings and
This is him roasting socialists too, by the way.
Squatting. So I thought I would squat inside the Victorian Socialist HQ. Thank you.
So you guys,
Hello, excuse me, so this is the Victorian Socialist HQ?
yeah, this is the office.
Of this office.
Who pays for this, by the way?
So I'm homeless and I'm a meth addict and I haven't been able to get housing due to the capitalist system, so I thought I would just crash here for a few nights. Thank you.
Wait, what? Isn't it so funny? Like, none of these people LARPing live by their own system. Oh, you gotta leave? What, within 30 seconds they kick them out?
Stop filming. No, sorry, you have to leave.
Sorry,
No?
No, you have to leave.
I'm just staying here for a few nights.
No, you're not.
Hang on. Sorry, I'll just zip up the sleeping bag.
No, you have to leave.
Oh, really?
Come on, you're heading out now.
1 second, sorry, I'm not done yet.
Yep, you are done. You have to leave.
I'm not done yet, sorry.
Why? What? I mean, why? I mean, this Victorian Socialist headquarters is probably also on stolen land. I mean, these clowns are. I mean, I just love that all of this is backfiring on these idiots, and we're just in a different era now where people are just tired of this performative nonsense. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Don't forget to check out Unsleeve Media if you want to, and if you want gaming news, we've got a big gaming news video later today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.